Hello, 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 Geminis. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm Patty, and I'm your empath that is going to be doing your intuitive tarot today. And I hope you have fun and enjoy. For those of you that are brand new and first-time visitors of my page or my channel, whatever you want to call it. I've been doing so many things that's like page, channel, whatever, chapter. It's crazy. For those returning, thank you for coming back. And if you've subscribed, I really thank you. Appreciate it as my channel grows. I hope that you enjoy this. Now, we're doing this for the November 1st through the 8th. Yes, you are seeing Halloween decorations because I am doing this a couple days before. Not quite Halloween yet. Tomorrow will be, but I'm getting closest to the energies as I can for you guys. So this is for the 1st to the 8th. And we're going to pull the first three cards out as oracles. This is going to give you your theme for the week. And wow, we've already got a starting of a dry desert, which is going to be typical the end of the month. This is a time of change. This is time of purging, time of uncertainty, that kind of thing. But it's also the number 4, which is stability. So we're working towards stability. Thank you for that. But they're saying that the stability has to come with personalization with you. So whoever that's for, I don't know, that just came through. They pop things in all the time. So look at the dry desert. The dry desert is all about sort of being still, nothing really changing. That's sort of typical for the end of October. If you watched the blue moon and the retro that I just did yesterday, the live one, you'll see that. But you also have to know that things are being planted. Do you see the green in the back with the cactus there? There is water. There is some type of nourishment, some type of feeding there that you're going to need or have while you're just sort of stuck in this phase of the dry desert. You know, you got to have water kind of thing. So you got to at least water the garden instead of letting it go dry and die. So that's where this first energy is. So it is about personalization, working on you, that kind of thing. Yeah. We have second card out is education. Now, that doesn't mean like school education. It could, but most of the time education could mean many things. And that could also mean like teaching yourself something, or you're teaching somebody how to do something, or maybe you want to learn something new that you're going to have to refresh yourself in, or learn something new. Refresh came because there's recertification is what I heard. So recertification in something that might be happening. So that's going to probably be coming in I would say mid-November, but I think the spark is already there. And then the number 8 is all about rewards and progress there. So 35 equals 8 in numerology. And so there's progress and movement towards a goal that you have. So we go from actually the desert being dry to planting whatever it is that we need to have to move forward in our journey and journey and our calling of whatever it is right now that you should be doing. So we have movement, which came in reverse. And movement in reverse means nothing's moving, which came out in the first. It came out in the first card, which is the dry desert. So we do have these two cards together, dry desert. Now, if you were to look at the number for the movement, it is 10. 10 is either the ending of something or the beginning of something. So you're sort of stuck right now. Something's sort of getting ready to end, but it also is getting ready to start some newness. And this would make sense if you looked at the planets and you looked at the moon and everything that's happening. It's all about purging. You've got, with the full moon, you've got going into Taurus. It's also with Uranus. So there's conflict there because Taurus wants to be stable. Uranus wants to rip it apart kind of thing. So this is typical at the end of the month of October and the beginning of November. Because remember, when you have the full moon on the 31st, that lasts for about 3 days. So it doesn't just full moon and then it starts changing. It's sort of a full moon for a little bit and then it shifts gears. So our first card out, is the Lovers. Lovers. Now, that doesn't mean that, oh, if you're single, you're like, oh, crap, this isn't for me. Hold on. You just have no idea. The Lovers card is about passion as well. And it's all about some spirit or something looking over that passion. And in this case, if it's for a couple, but it doesn't have to mean that, because some people are not in a couple. Some people are not. Just because the Lovers card is first out, don't poo-poo that, oh, well, this reading's not for me, because that may be one energy. That may be an energy that is for somebody else. So let's hang on and see what all the energies are. I have that all the time. People say, well, this isn't for me. It's not for me. And I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I can't control the cards, what come out. That's the divine and who's ever on the other side. So, and as an intuitive tarot, you're going to see a lot of different energies. A lot of people come through. A lot of vibrations come through. So it could be for all different kinds of people. Just saw something. We're having some weird stuff happen at our house. Not quite sure who's here. Oh my goodness. We have the Two of Cups. So there is, for somebody, there is going to be, and this would make sense right at this time, because right where the planets, remember Mars is in retrograde, the planets are almost stopped on some of them and very slow moving on others. So it's extremely intense. The moon with the full moon, extremely intense with Taurus and Uranus, extremely intense. But what that means is that it's a lot of heat, a lot of passion, a lot of, yeah, this is great if it's coming together. There is movement. Now, it's still in the dry desert. Remember, you got to remember the focus on the three energies for the week. So it is sort of dry. It's going to move slow, but it is a slower movement. And this is building the foundation. Thank you. Somebody's building a foundation. I don't know who this is for. Thank you. And it's also a foundation for somebody else for learning. So, or learning something new, or you're going to be teaching something new. Thank you. For this week is foundation. Thank you. So that's the key thing. They keep saying foundation, foundation, build foundation, build foundation. So that would make sense. Because even with the number 2, when you build a foundation, this is the number 2, again, is about balance and partnership and bringing it together. So you have to start a foundation. Friendship builds friendship into a relationship. Relationship builds into fun stuff. All right. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Again, that is somebody who's needing to release, could be needing to release, or it could be they're holding on to too much so they can't move forward, which would put you in a dry spell. It's being stuck. I'm surprised the elephant didn't come up in the mud, stuck in the mud. Anyway, this is either you're holding on. So let's find out. But it is saying for somebody that they're actually holding on to some finances because, okay, thank you. What I'm hearing is, they're talking so fast, is that there's a new relationship and they're building a foundation, and that new relationship is needing to hold on to money, build money, savings, that kind of thing. For somebody else, that foundation, somebody's trying to hold on to money because, or save, because they're needing to learn something, or they're getting ready to spend money on something that they want to learn or move forward in learning. This could also mean learning in another country or travel. Though right now, most of the countries are closed, but this could be in the future for somebody. So that's where I'm getting this. A new relationship, again, could be a new relationship, but somewhere somebody's building a foundation in whatever it is that they're moving forward with. But this couple or this new couple, definitely. Don't move too fast, because this is saying don't move too fast. You need to move slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But that's what these cards are saying. In the desert, it's time to think about it, how to make the foundations. And this is just, it comes in true, because if we're looking at the planets are all about change, and we're getting purging, and the old is going out and the new is coming in, and that's going to be different. Change is going to be different. The old is going. We're not going to have the same anymore. We're not going to be doing anything the same. Well, everybody's saying, well, we'll wait. It'll get back to normal. It's not going to get back to normal. Not the normal that you think. Not the normal at all. So we got to be really, really mindful this week when you're setting a foundation or you're starting something new, that you have to remember that the old way of doing things probably won't happen again. So how are you going to create that foundation? How are you going to do something to make a new change? A fresh start, per se. All right. Because we are going to need a fresh start. I'm sort of bummed because my daughter works for Disney, but we're Disney-holics. And to hear that 720 out of 780 people were let go this week, I just cried, because the entertainers are huge. The entertainers, oh my gosh, they're trying to change things so much. Anyway, so we have the Three of Swords. So now remember, the Three of Swords can also mean heart pain. It could also mean breakup. It could also mean somebody stabbed me in the back. It also could mean a lot of kinds of things, but it is coming fast, yeah. Whew. So for somebody, there is some heartache. Okay, thank you. So for somebody, it is a relationship. It was going good. And, oh, okay, I can see it. I'm going to show you this here. Look at me, because the story unfolds. I don't know if you can see it upside down, but so we started out with the lovers, right? And we got two sets of lovers that are different. We've got this set of lovers here that are balanced and really good, and they are working on themselves. And it's okay, because they're building a foundation. And things are balanced, things are good, things are still slow moving. But then when these two come up, the energy is telling me that, or whoever's on the other side is telling me that this couple here did start out really, really good, but now they're fighting about money. So something happened, and it is creating a rift, and somebody wants to end it. But, and they want to end it quick. But this person who's fighting about money right now is not being honest. This person is using it as an excuse. So in this second couple here that we're talking about, there's hurt because somebody's not being honest. So for example, it could be meaning somebody saying, well, you know what, if you wouldn't spend money, I wouldn't have to, work so hard, and things have changed, and I just can't do this anymore. You just don't have any control over your spending. That's what their mouth is saying, but in all honesty, they're cheating. And they want it. And the reason why is it's an acknowledgement. The number 3 is an acknowledgement of truth. This is not the truth of why it is leaving. And somebody's going to leave one relationship, but it's not the truth. Don't believe what they're saying. Okay? Really, you'll have to do some investigative and dig, but I have a feeling that there is another person involved. That's the second couple. Boy, we've got a lot of different people in here. A lot of people, different people in here. For somebody else, it's a great foundation, a great beginning. Yeah. Oh. So we have the 8. The next card out is the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands, and then we have Strength. So for this second couple, yeah, somebody has been working really, really hard, and the other person's like carrying the burden. And it's going to take somebody a lot of strength, because when it does end, and it's going to end quick, you are going to have to really reach out for some resources real quick, because sometimes being alone, it's financially expensive. So that's for somebody. The other couple that's actually working hard and things are coming together, they're not having to carry that burden by themselves. I don't know who that's for. So that first couple that's getting along, they're building the foundation, the money's coming along. It's slow, but they're working together to get their ducks in a row. Somebody wants to buy a house, so they're really working hard. I don't know who that's for. So they're working really, really hard together. They're pulling all their resources together so that no one has to stand alone. Because that, and it does take a lot of strength to do that. A lot of discipline. When to not spend money and try to save for something big, that's a lot of discipline. So that's for somebody. But somebody needs to lean on their resources. I think this is for both groups. So the couples that are doing really good and the foundation is growing and building, you need to pull on your resources for whatever it is that you're building for. The other one, that the relationship is not good and doesn't seem like it's going to last. Now, I'm not psychic. This is just what this is saying, is that it's not going to last. You need to pull your resources together for anything that you need, because the person that's being left is working hard. They're doing everything they're supposed to. It's just you got a man boy somewhere. That man boy is thinking with the wrong head. So I don't know who that's for. But you'll need strength to pull all this together. If you're a single parent, been there, done that. I know what it takes, and you can do it, whoever this is for. And remember, this is a slow process for the person who's actually getting ready to either go to school or learn something new. Or I also get thank you, I appreciate that. There's a person out there that is like in their 40s, maybe late 30s, 40s. And it could be even mid 40s, that is maybe lost their job and they're having to recreate a new career. And that again, for that person, it is really hard to recreate a new career at a middle-aged. It is really hard. We do work hard, and it does take a lot of strength. Oops, I'm backwards. It does take a lot of strength. And it does take a lot of extra hard work, because as we get older and we think that, okay, I got my career going, and now you've got to switch gears. You got to pull out all resources that you can, so you don't carry that burden alone. So this is resources. So you can carry the burden alone, and you're going to feel like that. You're going to feel super, super tired, exhausted, worn out, burned out, everything. And then you need extra strength, or you can do it the easier way. Ask around for resources, find out what you need. Even in learning anything, find out what you need, what you have to do to keep moving forward. All right. Lots of energies in here, Geminis. Wow. These are really good energies. But again, be patient with the process on all levels, because it's moving slow. And the way the planets are moving, it's slow moving. And that's typical for the beginning of November. Now, after the 13th, 14th, that's when Mars sort of stops, and then it begins to go the opposite way. The thing is that it's sort of after the 14th, 15th, maybe 16th, things might change and speed up a little bit. So just be patient with yourself through that process, through the 1st through the 14th or so. Yeah, because there are good things coming. Ace of Cups. There is good things coming. That offering again is for somebody is going to be asking for a reconciliation. I don't know who that's for. I hate those. The reason, and I'll tell you why in a second, but somebody's going to be coming back to you for, hey, I'm really sorry. Would you take me back kind of a thing? And you're sitting there, I don't know. This is going to be a Y in the road for you, a fork in the road for you. And there's a lot of forks happening, trust me, with all the planets and everything. There is a lot of that happening. But this is sort of a reconciliation, an offering of hey, I know we've said some bad things to each other. I know, and it could be this person, it could be this relationship too. But you know what? If you break up and they come back in a week or two, it's too soon. Too soon. You better go back and think about it for how about some months on end and maybe a year or two on end because they haven't changed. Oh, I've changed. Oh, you can change in a week or two? Please. What planet are you from that you can do that? But this person here is, wanting reconciliation. It could be a friendship. It could be a marriage. It could be a boyfriend saying, hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Hey, we both have wounds. We've both been through battles. So, I'm offering, can we try again or be friends again? Or can we try the relationship again? I'm not quite sure who that's for. There sure is a lot of couple dynamic in here and coming back and love and getting hurt. I'm like, this reading is all over the place with love and hurt and all that kind of stuff. But it's also about movement. It is really, everything is moving slow, and be patient. Yes, get your rest, take your time, be mindful about your body. Your body needs to have all the things. And also this slow time is time for you to take care of your body. This is a time for you to really take care of your body. Yeah, what a way to end this. Definitely. The world, the world, the world, the world. So you can have everything. And I'm going to say that this first week to 2-3 weeks into November is going to be really conflicting about communication. So really be mindful about what you want to argue about, because you're going to have a lot of chances to argue. Put it that way. But really, you just want to be mindful in what you want to agree to disagree, argue, say, it's really not worth it, because you could probably avoid a lot of this. And because it is so slow moving and things are not moving, it's like sludge, because everybody's like, oh, I can't wait till 2020 is over. I hate to tell you that, but it's not going to be over just because 2020 turned to 2021. It's just not. We got another year of this stuff. And people are saying, please don't say that. Sorry. What can I say? I'm looking at the planets. So I will say, be kind to yourself, be articulate, be careful. For those of you that are going through an ending of something, know that it is to catapult you into something new. Again, remember, we're trying to purge the old ways, and we're trying to reset with a new idea, a new way, because the old ways didn't work. This is for you personally, because something in your life is not working. That's what this is about. Purging the old way of doing it, trying to figure something new to make it better and work. Because again, in this whole reading, we have to know the old ways are going out and they're not coming back. We have to be flexible enough to get a good foundation, like this couple and like this person who's having to reinvent their career, or somebody who's actually learning something new. Somebody is taking on new work that is different, that they have never done before. This is a resetting of a new way of doing things. Be patient with yourself. This, from now till the end of the year, is all about personalization for you, getting deep in you, figuring what works for you. Put your blinders on, stay in your lane, and figure out what it is for you, because that's where the next section and journey is going to be. Because you won't care about what's going on out there. There's so much noise, but this here is where you need to focus. It's going to be slow. but be patient. There is movement, but it is slower movement. And during that slow movement is where we get our growth. It's like that's where the cactus is getting the water. You can't see it, but it is growing underneath there. Those roots of that little plant are growing. Pretty soon it's going to pop up, but it's not yet. Probably the middle of November is things are going to start to actually bud and grow, and they'll start poking out of the ground, and you'll say, oh, there's the plant. It is growing. And that's you inside. All right, everybody, that is your reading, Geminis. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, please subscribe, say hello. You know, I keep the chat on if you want to say hello or ask a question. Also, too, I do the dailies. I'm going to mention this through November. I'm doing the dailies. If you like them, please like them so I know that people are watching them. Or I'm actually going to, this month will be probably the final month if I don't get some more intake on those. It takes energy, but I love doing them. I love coming on and doing them. They're only 1 minute. So yeah, make sure that you like those. And if you don't have them, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when they're on every day. All right. Take care, and we will see you on the 9th. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.